Hi, my name is Layla. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm coming at you with a video that's all about going back to the things you loved as a child. And there are a couple of reasons for this. If you see my phone, that's just because I have my notes and the things that I want to talk about on it. And the first one starts with love. How loving is it to truly be who you are? Like, how loving is that to you? How loving is that to that part of you that maybe was told to be quiet or was weird, or maybe that part of you that you always wanted to be when you were younger but never got to, or the things that you wanted to try and you never got to? Like, how loving is that to do for yourself? And how joyous it could be knowing that you're giving yourself permission to do things just for the love of doing it. And how loving is it to those around you to truly be who you are and love what you loved as a kid as well, and not just as an adult? How loving is it to have that relationship with someone to where you're like, this is me, this is all of me. You are now making an informed decision of whether or not you want to stay or whether you want to leave. And then how beautiful it's gonna feel when you find that people stay, that the best people stay because they love you. And then when you see that they're staying, you learn that that part of you was never bad, was never weird. It was always good and okay to love the things that you love. And maybe you just needed to find your people. And how loving is it to the entire world or spirit in saying, I am who I am, and that's who I'm going to be. That's who I'll always be. I am who I am, and that is who I'll remain. I mean, how loving, how brave, how honest, how true. Because it is a form of honesty to be who you were as a kid. I was going through a lot recently, and then I found myself just naturally going back to the coping mechanisms that I used as a kid. For instance, reading. I've always loved reading, just fiction books, just for fun, just got my brain off of things. I loved yoga as a kid. I loved singing as a kid. I loved journaling as a kid. And if you know about Dork Diaries. I loved that as a kid. I loved like having my granny hour, which I do, to where I have like tea or coffee and I just sit by the window and the window's open. If I have access to a rocking chair, 10 out of 10. I loved laughing with my family and my sister. Watching YouTube videos was also another one. I've noticed throughout the years that what I need directly correlates with what type of YouTube videos I'm watching. Like, if I feel like something's missing from my life, all I have to do is look at the type of YouTube videos I've been watching. Like, I watched a lot of booktube videos when I was younger, and that was because I wasn't making the conscious decision to just read just because I loved it. And then I found myself watching health videos even before then, because I found myself really wanting to be healthy in order to improve my mental state. And now I'm watching videos on like divine femininity and things like that, and just being. And those are things that I have always loved and cherished. And like I said, I just found myself naturally going back to that as I was rediscovering myself after everything that I had gone through. And I feel like the rediscovery of yourself, of course, there are going to be new things. There are going to be new things that you've learned, new ways to explore yourself, new experiences that you get to choose how to integrate into your life and your habits and your daily patterns, and that's beautiful. But you'll also find that some things you loved to do, or things that you were always drawn to as a kid that are healthy, you'll find that that is part of who you are as well, because you found that naturally. You wanted to do that naturally. It's just part of who you are. So I do recommend, especially if you're having a hard time, make a little list of those things that you liked to do as a kid. Like, did you like walking? Did you like playing soccer? Did you like watching a comfort show? Be careful with that one, because you don't want to binge it and like brain rot. Did you like making tea? Did you like making like special drinks at night? Did you like having a junk food day on Fridays to where, you know, you order out and that's something that's kind that you can do for yourself like once a week? Did you love talking to a parent or a friend who's now gone? Depending on what you believe, you can still do that, or you can write them letters about your day. Did you love to journal? Did you love pets? Did you love volunteering? Did you want to get a pet? This might be a sign. What type of things do you love to do? I love laughing. I also like sundresses. Allowing yourself to discover who you are and figure out who you are, you will have to review who you've been. And you'll have to go through the things that you've learned and the ways that you've integrated the things that you've learned, good or bad. I'm not saying to cast judgment on anything like that, but in order to discover who you are now, I can pretty much guarantee you're gonna bring along at least one thing, and that might be a friend that you've always loved and always carried with you. This is a shout out to you. She's been my friend since middle school, and I've always carried her with me, and spending time with her now virtually, it's great. Talking to my family on the phone, that's great too. Or taking my alone time, or things that could be seen as, like I said, things that could be seen as like weird. If you love to do it, just do it. Say that somebody said that the books that you want to read are childish because they're fiction. Read it anyway. Chances are that person's not in your life anymore if they told you as a kid, or if they are, do you want to be like that person? I don't know. I feel like magic comes in a lot of ways. I feel like there's a lot of magic in being how you want to be and being who you are, and that really shows yourself some love. And maybe that part of you wasn't shown as much love as they should have been when you were younger. Okay, and maybe that part of you wasn't shown enough love as you were younger, but you get to show yourself that love. And I think that that is a beautiful thing to be able to do for yourself. And once you have that kind of love like just going through you, it also shines outward. And I think as you see that, just try it. I know it might be a little scary to do things maybe that you were made fun of for, or were specifically told not to do, but I think you'll find that that brings a lot more love into your life and joy, and those types of things radiate outward. So this was a bit of a shorter video, and if you liked it, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I want you to comment just one thing that you loved as a kid that you either have started to do again, or that you want to make the commitment to do again and to try again. And if you like poetry, I'll link the QR code to my book, and it'll also be linked down below. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.